Hello and welcome to the Uncalled For. We have a great show for you tonight. We've got a whole bunch of derp and
including the fake news.
There you go. So we've got a whole bunch of interesting things to cover for you today. Our guest was going to show up today, but we haven't heard back. But she might show up during the later part of the show, so hopefully we'll have that happen too.
She said she was going on a trip first, and then she died while driving.
No, she didn't, Matthew Robert. So let's do a quick trip around the room and see how everyone's doing
Vishanti,
today.
How are you today?
Sorry, my mouth was... I'm eating McDonald's right now, so hi everyone.
That's awesome.
How about you, Mipet?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Matthew. Yep, looking forward to a bit of fun and silly and stupid to laugh at.
Including the fake news.
Exactly.
And how about you, Cheese?
Hello. We've got 6 videos, I guess. I'm not looking forward to it, so I'm sure you won't want to watch them. But there we go. We are where we are.
You even sound happy, so this is going to not be fun.
We'll all be crying within 15 minutes, but okay. All right. So what do we have going for us today for videos? Let's see. You want to read them, Maddie?
Let's see.
Okay. There you go.
We took 4 out, remember?
We took out 4, remember? Okay.
Just video 1, Modern Earth Science Destroyed. Intro, 13 minutes long. Video 2, The Inauguration. We fell for it again, 11 minutes long. Video 3, Biblical Earth Revealed, 22 minutes long. Video 4, Alexa, what's the weather? Video 5, have you seen anything like this? 7 minutes long. Video 6, Flat Earth and Our Alien Rulers, 15 minutes long. Video 7, 5G will be worse than combustion and CO2, 5 minutes long. Video 4 is Validation Boy in full anti-Semite mode. In full anti-Semite mode. And I'm in 2 minds about it.
We decided that we weren't going to do that one because he's really terrible.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
had a bit
you.
of a listen to that, and it was, oh, no.
No, not today.
No.
I have to deal
I want to
with so
laugh. I
much
don't
of
want to
that.
be angry.
Yeah, I mean, look, I have to deal with rampant anti-Semitism every day of my life, and hearing some asshole on YouTube, I can't. Not today.
No,
Yeah.
and he's anti-vax. He's all of that. He claims, that autism is a parenting issue, not anything real. He's a piece of garbage. He's just gross, and I don't want to deal with him.
We'll leave him right where he deserves to be.
Listen, guys, I had to take the Jewish space laser down to recharge, so can we not piss people off enough to where I have to use it early?
Right. So why don't we just have some fun ones? Which ones did you guys think that we should do first?
I thought the flat earth and the lizard people sounded good.
The fake news first.
Yeah. There you go.
I think there might be another list that you're looking at.
Oh, okay.
Because there's nothing on there for lizard people.
Oh,
alien rulers. There is. Flat Earth in our alien rulers. I do apologise.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay. It might have just been my hearing, but hey.
that was
Aliens, lizard people, what's the difference?
Yes, they're all the same.
There's a lot of difference.
Oh, okay. Unless you watched these as a kid.
Right, here we go. Video 6. I say here we go.
Hello and welcome to the Dean Wright Show. It's been a while, guys. I've been busy. Stuff in my private life, stuff with work, so on and so forth. You know how it is. Life drags you down. But I'm back. And what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to carry on with the theme that I've been posting. You know, some of the videos that I've been posting lately about our alien masters. and about how they're in charge of this whole shit show. But before I start, I want to make a quick mention about certain other Flat Earth channels who are out to stop the narrative spreading about Flat Earth. See, for most Flat Earthers, we know it's flat. I don't need any more convincing. I know the science. I'm dead set that we live on a flat and stationary realm. That goes without saying as far as I'm concerned, which then allows me to expand on what's going on. And, you know, with the Earth being a flat and stationary realm, and we live as Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole said the other day, brought a video out, we live in a bowl, a big...
Okay, first of all, he looks like a real winner. Second of all, he's like, I've already made up my mind. I don't need any more facts or pesky science to change my mind about what I've already decided is real. And then he's going to go off on a tangent about what, controlled opposition or something? These people are mental.
Oh, they're beyond mental. These people are just
other
beyond
flat Earth channels that are trying to stop the truth.
It's all always the exact same script. It's all the time. They're stopping the truth. We're getting censored. Wake up, sheeple. You know, it's
Yeah. You're on a freaking billion-dollar platform saying how you're being censored. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Videoing in your car because maybe your family doesn't believe the same way you do and tells you to not do that crap in their house like CC's wife.
That's what I was just going to say, CC's wife. I'd love to get her on a show one day.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
That would be like the absolute top guest for UnCalledFour ever.
Exactly.
And we have a lone wanderer.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Family emergency, but I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope everything is okay.
It's fine. I'll tell you afterwards. It's a little funny, but not really for this. Anyway, hello.
It's good to see you.
Yes.
We've barely started a video, so you haven't missed anything.
Yay.
No.
Just the usual idiot spouting. It's flat. I don't need convincing.
No,
Right.
I'll call you up. There you go.
Don't even get me started.
That's right. Shall we keep going?
Yes.
bowl. And it's surrounded by the Antarctic ice wall that goes 360 degrees around us. I've gone into all this stuff before, and I've showed you videos to back this stuff up before. Now, one particular Flat Earth channel, he put a video out, I watched the first 5 minutes of it, and all they did was slag off the idea that aliens are in control of this flat and stationary realm. And basically was sort of intimating and saying that people like flat earthers like me who believe in the alien scenario are stupid. Now, flat earthers, alternative, theory people are supposed to be open-minded to the possibilities that things aren't what they are. I mean, if you believe truly that the earth is flat, then you've got to be open to other suggestions or other avenues as to what's going on here. But this particular Flat Earth channel was deriding, denigrating flat earthers who believe that we have alien masters in charge of us. Now, to me,
Hang on, here we go.
All hail the alien masters. Can we get an all hail?
Oh God, I'm sorry. I had to laugh really hard at that. Let them fight. That's all I have to say. And I would like to thank Google captioning for capitalizing every single first letter of that, because that's exactly what I was doing. I was quoting the Godzilla movie because flat earthers dunking on each other for who's more wrong is the most hysterical thing to me ever. I mean, you might think that the earth is flat, but you don't believe in aliens.
Yeah, but with flat Earth, isn't it? Space doesn't exist as well, so you can't believe in aliens because space doesn't exist. I assume.
Pretty much.
It's all stupid to me.
It is, and the fact that he's whining about it all is just cracking me up.
Well, at least he sort of looks quite toffee as far as, he hasn't got sort of mouldy teeth and things like that, like the usual flat earthers that we see.
Are all his teeth going to fall out when he says the aliens are demons?
Oh, possibly.
Ooh.
Or he may not believe in the tooth fairy, so that could be his problem.
There we go.
Oh, God, you don't know how bad I'm hanging on to a British dental hygiene joke. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
I won't do it unless I get permission from the Welshman.
Go ahead. I was shocked. Sorry.
I was just gonna make a dunk about how he hasn't really opened his mouth enough to show us how many teeth he has, but being that he's English, it's probably not that many.
Oh, we're so wrong.
It's just a joke. English people don't get on my ass. We know you have dentists. It's not very good. Okay, sorry.
Please continue, Cheese.
Other flat earth channels that are doing this are trying to keep flat earthers in a box. They're trying to stop them from expanding outwards and seeing what the bigger picture is. If we know that the earth is a flat stationary realm without question, then we have to be open to other scenarios that are going on here. You know what I've said in the past about the situation that's going on here at the moment. I don't want to go into too much detail about the current situation because a couple of weeks ago I made a very short video and it got taken down by YouTube and I was given a first strike and I was banned from uploading anything for a week to this particular Dean Light channel. So I'm on a first strike. So I've got to be very careful. I'm not going to go on about what I think about the situation. You know what I think about the situation is in this realm at the moment. The agendas that are being played out. And who I really think is behind all of this. And it's our alien masters. You know this. So I'm not going to go into too much about this situation. We know what's going on.
What is he on about?
I honestly think it's about the election. And when was this video uploaded?
Ah, that could be it.
I'd have to check. I don't know. Sorry.
To me.
I can simplify this for you. He's on about one half of fuck all.
There you go.
And one half is generous, honestly.
Yeah. It could be the lager lurgy that he's talking about too. I think it's
But I love the way he keeps saying, I can't go into details because I've already told you, but I can't go into detail. Well, you've already told them, but you can't go into the details because you've already been told the details. I don't get that.
I'm so in danger from being suppressed that I can't say what I want to say.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Good Lord. Oh my.
Please continue, Cheese.
Going on, and we know.
Say,
Oh, sorry.
Woo! Sorry.
Don't they only give you a strike if you've actually pirated someone's stuff?
Yeah,
Not
pretty
because you're
much.
just saying something they don't like.
Yeah, I don't know. They're so whimsical these days. You never know what you're going to get done for.
Yeah, doesn't it just go on words? There seems to be a word, probably the or and that sets the bots off.
Yeah, that's probably it. They've been cracking down on misinformation too. If you're spreading misinformation about the sickos, you're gonna you kind of get you're gonna. I think that's probably what he got dinged for too.
Yeah,
'Cause they've been cracking down on that too. That's what I've noticed. So,
but you see, like someone could turn around and say we're doing misinformation on them, just be vindictive,
yeah, that's true too. The whole thing to it. You never know what they're gonna do.
No.
We are being vindictive, but they're idiots.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you. And actually, it might be an insult it's an insult to idiots to call them an idiot. Hey, we idiots are a proud people, and we'll not be associated with flat earth.
Oh, that's awesome.
I will not have him besmirch the good name of the idiocracy.
Exactly. All hail the idiots.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, gosh. These flat earthers sure are something, all right.
They are.
Look what 9 o'clock hero in the side chat says. I can't tell you because it might contradict what I've already told you.
Can't keep his poop straight.
Oh gosh. Okay, play.
What's been rolled out. I have to be very careful what I say, otherwise the video is going to get pulled down. So, I'm going to say to you guys, I'm not going to mention the Flat Earth channel. I don't want to start that sort of conversation going on. They know who I'm talking about. And what I'll say is this. If you've got any Flat Earth channel that is trying to restrict your thinking as to what's going on here and who's really in charge, because these questions automatically have to be asked, then for me, they're trying to control the narrative and they're trying to control what you're thinking about what this reality is. We're supposed to be open-minded here. We're supposed to be open to other evidence. There's a lot of other people think the way I do, and there's certain people that don't think the way I do. But I don't sit here denigrating them. I'm only making this statement because it's a reply to what they're saying about people like me. And I mean that in the most respectful way, and I don't want to get into a fight about it. But to my mind, anybody who's stopping anybody, expanding their knowledge, expanding what they think is going on here, are not doing the truth movement any good at all. It almost seems to me like they're trying to keep them stuffed in a little box. Oh yeah, you can be a flat earther, but guess what? You're not allowed to think further afield and integrate more ideas into this scenario. So that's my little spiel about that. Now, what I want to talk about is a film called The Fourth Kind. Now, you can't get it on Netflix. You can get it on YouTube movies. It's well worth watching. Now, this film was set in the year 2000, and it's a true story. Now, the story is, and it's based on a woman called Dr. Abigail Tyler. Now, she was a psychiatrist and psychologist and lived in a very small town called Nome in Alaska. A very remote place out in the middle of nowhere. Now, her husband was...
He's talking about a Mila Jovovich movie. It's a sci-fi movie. It's fiction.
Oh no.
Fiction means not real.
Yeah. Fictional characters. Am I getting through
I'm pretty sure that I've seen this, actually. I'm just going to scan through the plot summary here.
Yeah. We've got a super chat and a new member to read out, don't we, Matt?
Member. Who is it? Mark Vieser, welcome to Shill Apprentice. You are fake news.
No, say thank you.
Thank you, and you are fake news.
He's just
Gary the Snail for $5. Sid for the coffers. TW.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank
Gary
you.
for £5. Sid for the coffers. But TW, this guy.
I can be called a coffers.
No.
And I think calling him a plank is being generous.
I think so too.
Another insult.
I can't remember if I saw this movie or not. Looks like I got something to watch later.
There you go.
But it's fiction.
Fiction.
Oh, I like what Crazy K's just put. Open to new ideas, yes. Any ideas that confirm my bias? Other than that, fuck off with your ideas.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is like very quote unquote based on true events, quote unquote. So, yeah. It's not real.
Not
Let's carry on, Cheese.
Also a psychiatrist and psychologist, and he was at that time doing hypnotic regression therapy with people who were being abducted. Now, at that time, Dr. Abigail Tyler didn't know that her husband was doing this sort of work because obviously there's a Hippocratic Oath and they're not allowed to divulge what they're doing with the client. So she was unaware of this at the time. Now, what transpired later was... Now, remember, this is a true story, guys. Now, her husband died in her bed while she was lying next to him. And it was all very mysterious. Now, what transpired later on was she found out that her husband had been doing hypnotic regression therapy with abductees. Now, what's very interesting about this scenario is that she picked up where he had left off. She picked up some of the people that he was doing hypnotic regression therapy with. Now, what really makes this film interesting, this true life story interesting, is the fact that she went through hypnotic...
Given us the title of this true story? This based on a true story? Do we even know what it's called?
The Fourth Kind.
Yeah, the fourth kind.
Oh, okay. I missed that bit. That's how interested I was.
In
Okay.
Nome, Alaska, of all places.
Yeah. Okay, I missed that, so that's why I don't get to understand anything he's saying. That's okay.
Regression therapy as well later on, and found out, it transpired, that the whole family were being abducted. Now, in Dr. Carla Turner's case that I spoke to you about in a previous video, it also transpired that her whole family were also being abducted. Now, this is where the story gets really interesting. Now, the filmmakers, what they decided to do was tape the real tapes of the hypnotic sessions that Dr. Abigail Tyler did with these abductees. They took certain scenes and film footage in the real stuff and based the film on these real abduction tapes. So in the film The Fourth Kind, what you get is the scene that was done by the actors, and they played the real scene, the real video footage, next to... See, on the telly, you see two screens. One of the film and one of the real-time footage. The actual words that were spoken are then reenacted by the actors. So you get the real-time footage on one side, and you get the reenacted footage on the other side. Verbatim. So, the two most shocking scenes were... One guy is being interviewed and he snaps out of it and freaks out. And he decides that he wants to go home. So they let him go home. And what happens is, she gets a phone call a couple of hours later And what's happened is the guy that's been the regressive session's been done to, he's got his family, well, his wife, he's got a gun to her head, and he's that scared of what has been, because he realised what's been happening to him and his whole family. He doesn't want it to happen again.
I really hope nobody wants to watch this movie that hasn't seen it already, because he has just given all the plot away.
Yeah, and the worst part is, all I can think about now is I'm envisioning like garden gnomes running for their lives being abducted by aliens. Like you see these little midget gnomes running around going, oh god, no!
The town is spelled without a G, but it's close enough to be funny.
I refuse. No, I'm gonna go to fix the sign and put a G before the N. Because like these people, I have to do things and change things to suit my narrative.
Yeah.
Respect.
I was looking up reviews for this work of cinematic art, and I found one from the New York Times. It says, the fourth kind may be humorless, paranoid nonsense, but its biggest failure is its inability to scare. And that's a pretty sick burn for a movie that's supposed to be scary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, maybe they're scared by how bad it is. It's like, I didn't know they made shit like this. What the hell? Okay, play.
So it shows you the actual time footage. He actually kills his family and then kills himself. This is real-time footage. You can see it for yourself in the film The Fourth Kind. Now, in one scene, another regressive patient levitates off their bed and then gets slammed down onto the floor. Now, there's certain words of coming out of his mouth, yeah? And nobody sort of quite understands what's been said. But they get some language experts in and they realise that he was speaking ancient Sumerian. Now, the Sumerian culture was around 4,000 years ago. Now, they get a doctor in, a language expert, to check out what's been said.
He's going to mention the fucking Anunnaki, isn't he?
I'll bet you anything, because all these it's always ancient Sumerian with these people. Like, get some new material.
I'm going to post a link to an article that I found about the Sumerian in this movie, and you won't be surprised that it's
what the hell is a
mostly crap.
regressive patient? Did I miss something? He's like, the regressive patient. What the hell's a regressive patient?
I mean...
Or he might have meant aggressive.
Yeah.
Because I would be pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I heard regressive. I was like, huh? Because that was super confusing.
But yeah, it's not like anybody is really that fluent in ancient Sumerian. Like, we don't have huge dictionaries and pronunciation guides like we do for Egyptian. And a lot of it is very speculative, but it's much like Chinese in the sense that one syllable could mean like 7 different things depending on how you enunciate it. So
Play.
Now, this particular patient, it transpired, crushed 3 of his vertebrae and is now paralysed for life. Now, you've really got to watch the film to understand what's going on here. Demon possession, aliens, it's all the same thing. Now, this Dr. Abigail Tyler has had her life ruined. Now, it shows you a scene also, real-time footage from a police car outside the woman's house. Something flies over the top of the house and a daughter is abducted. Now, at the crucial moment, when the footage goes blurry, the actual police car footage, and it goes all blurry. So they can't actually see what's going on. But the copper gets out of his car and says, my God, what is hovering over the woman's house? Now, to my mind, what's happened here is the same thing as what happened to Dr. Carla Turner. She got too close. And so things were done to her and her family. This is what we're dealing with here, guys. These alien masters who are controlling every aspect of our lives and have been doing so from the very beginning. The scenario that's happening in the world right now, all the wars, all the negativity, all the killing, this is all done by another force. This Dr. Abigail Tyler, it shows you her being interviewed afterwards. This woman is a wreck. She's had her life absolutely ruined because she's got too close to the truth. We are cattle. We are the property of a superior race of beings who don't live on other planets. That's where David Icke gets it wrong, and that's where a lot of the misinformation comes in. Telling you, some of the videos I put up, they do put in planets and space and telling you this and telling you that. That is a misdirection. They live here, in deep underground military bases. And what I want to do is, because I've only got 47 seconds left, I want to give you a quick quote from Vittorio Mussolini, who was a leader of the socialist movement in the 1940s and was one of Hitler's right-hand men.
I'm sorry, I'm literally not going to let us air someone who's quoting motherfucking Benito Mussolini on air.
No.
That's not going to happen.
No.
I think what you just said,
Shut up,
Vishanti, is
Meg.
Yeah. Yes.
When he said cattle, I think he meant to say chattel.
I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, I actually have a question. Are there still wars happening since COVID? I mean, like, are there any, like, active war fronts and stuff?
Lots.
Define
Okay.
war, but, you know.
Well, I don't know. I live on an island, you know. It's like, it's a big bloody massive one, but hey, yeah, I don't do news or...
Not like maybe 4 or 5 hours ago, it hit that Aung San Suu Kyi and a whole bunch of the rest of the government in Myanmar, Burma, have all been placed under house arrest again, and they're going to start doing a coup again. I mean, this poor woman. Like, I
don't feel bad for her. She oversaw a fucking genocide, so cry harder.
No, I don't feel sorry for her, but I say poor woman as in, wretched.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Like, she was overseeing the Rohingya genocide, so
yeah.
Fuck that.
No, and she's totally unapologetic for it. It's totally fine, Kill a bunch of people because you don't believe, you don't agree with their religion or.
Yeah.
What have we got that's funny rather than stupid?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference, really?
Well,
it's a fine line. It's very fine.
Hopefully someone who's not unusually specific about only having 47 seconds left. Like, how I want to see if he went over 47 seconds. Like, is he going to get abducted? What's going to happen?
I want to know if that's the only thing he times.
So,
while you're picking that out, Gary IOW said, I actually know David Icke. I used to lunch with him before he was mad. What?
Oh, poor Ike. Oh, poor
Are
Ike.
you serious?
I have to admit that I do watch David Icke, but it's purely for the entertainment. Because you never know what he's going to say next.
I mean, I do. He thinks that Jews are fake lizard people, so...
Oh, gosh.
He's like, no, I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm talking about the fake Jews that are reptilians. And I'm like, that's still anti-Semitic, you piece of shit.
Right. Because they're only imitating one type of people that, as far as it's concerned. So
They
yeah,
should
there
have
you
taken
go.
David away for a wee rest in the hospital, you know?
Yeah, he needs a vacay.
Sure,
Come on,
Grandpa, go back to bed.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah, if we're gonna talk
Jens
about
said, I
aliens,
was
I live
hoping
with
for the
Jinchu.
Cartman.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Cartman antenna from the butt. That is just such an iconic, image,
alien
isn't it?
control. It's all just a dream. I'm not gonna anal probe.
I can't even tell you the last time I watched South Park. I don't even remember.
God, that was like season 1.
Ugh, it's been so long since I watched, I can barely remember it.
When the aliens came to Earth and they were talking to the cows. And they were like, the cows are like, oh my God, but why'd you turn us inside out? And they're like, oh yeah, sorry, that was Carl's fault. And the alien in the back's just like, my bad.
Wow.
What?
David Icke lives on the same island as Gary, Isle of Wight, and Tony Regime. He says he was mates with his girlfriend's father, who was a counselor, and they had lunch with him often in the late 80s.
Ew. Holy crap.
But he wasn't silly then.
That's amazing. Not like positive amazing, but I'm amazed. Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And now David has his own channel on BitChute because YouTube got rid of him.
Good. It took him too long, to be honest.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you guys, like I haven't even really looked into flat earthers before until you asked me to come on. Like
it's not worth it.
They've never really been on my radar. Exactly.
Save yourself.
I met one that said the earth was flat, and I'm just like, whatever, do go back to the mental hospital. That was the end of my entertainment to them,
It's just a whole rabbit hole of dumb.
Wow, yep. It is. It's just some of the things they come off with, the fantastical ideas they have is just incredible. It's just
and no two flat earthers can agree on one model, not two. They can't decide whether. Yeah, well, exactly. But we don't live on a model. So they can't decide if there is an infinite plane that goes on past the ice wall. They can't just tell you how thick the dome is or how high it is. They can't tell you. Yeah, who cleans it? They can't tell you if there's stuff underneath the flat disk. They don't know how volcanoes work, obviously, because how thick is the disk. They can't tell you if there's literally elephants on the back of a turtle holding it up, or if there's pillars, or yeah. There's so many contradictory ideas, and none of them can agree on which is which. So
no, and stars are just lights.
They're just lights. Yeah.
Yep, just lights.
Don't know what they're powered by, but they're just lights.
Well, what they are, but they're just lights, and
I'd hate to see that electric bill.
Yeah. And the sun is not far away in space. It's very small and it's super close.
Oh gosh.
I mean, come on, guys, wake up.
I know. Jeez, come on, sheeple.
Oh.
Do your research. Open your eyes. They all say those same lines too. It's the funniest thing.
I hate that. No, why don't you bloody well tell me? I'm not going to look it up. You got all the answers.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they're too lazy to tell you because they're just going to go do your own research.
Yep, and that's what they do too.
But you say it back to them, and ooh, no.
I'm not doing my research. How are they going to get a cult following? You know.
All right. That's why I think most of the ones that we encounter here are they're just doing it to troll. That's what I think a lot of it is. Because they don't even want to know what things are. They don't want to claim to know what the shape is or anything. They just know it's not a globe and everybody's being lied to. it just seems to me like it's just a group trolling session, and that's all I'm thinking of it as. It's dumb.
I would hate to be living a life where I think that every person pretty much in the world is lying to me.
Yeah.
What a sad life those people must have.
Yeah.
But
Sad
then
and paranoid.
I was just going to say, but then, you look at people like Daniel Pratt and Riley and Oakley, and all you want to do is kill them anyway. So,
Yeah. Or at least give them
well, metaphorically kill them, not actually. Got some friends that I might be able to. No.
Some of them are just something else. It's just unreal.
Absolutely. So what have we got lined up next?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
while you were all talking, Vishanti clinched this one with something she said, and it was something to do with the rabbit hole of dumb, I believe. This is video 2, the inauguration. We fell for it.
Oh no!
What have I done?
The uncalled for. This is Papa Duck. Papa Duck. This is the uncalled
Mr. Vice President! Mr. Vice President! Mr. Vice President! Hey, how you doing? Come on, come on! Come on! Whoa! They won't let you! Are you? That's it! Yes! Yes!
Wow!
Wow!
Did
y'all see that? This is the shenanigans we fall for. Just imagine the stuff we fell for before the internet.
Hey, look.
Hold on. Come on. What the business is? What the lick read?
That was hands. Your boy
Okay.
Papa Duck. Y'all already know what the lick read is. Mouth in the lab. Just working on some things. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know I had to talk about this inauguration.
He's off his trolley.
See a lot of stuff going around.
just waiting.
I see that we haven't learned nothing. I see that we're going to continue to parade and celebrate. And, some of y'all just feel as though this is all about a black thing. Or, we got a black vice president. And, we got it just blows my mind. It really blows my mind. And I keep telling y'all, the people that you can see aren't the ones you need to be worried about. They are the ones who distract you. They are the ones, they are the puppets. They are the people to point a finger to when it comes to the problems in society that we live in. And it's just sad that we haven't learned. And I know some of y'all gonna say, well, it's a step and life is changing, but y'all don't see the overall picture. This is just to prolong the process just a little while longer. Pretty soon ain't gonna be no constitution. Pretty soon it's gonna be artificial intelligence. Therefore, they're not gonna need you.
That.
And if you want to do something about it, they can just sick one of their robots on you. Now you can do. A lot of people gonna go with what's going.
Do you mean like the drones we already sick on people? Because
Is this guy drunk or high?
He's
probably,
high.
but he's probably high. But honestly, I'm just waiting for him to make a point.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't really give a fuck if you make a video while you're high, as long as you make some kind of a point.
Exactly.
Right. Instead of just rambling.
Yeah, he's reminded me of that beauty pageant with that girl's like, the Africa and the reading. That's all I can see is the Africa and the reading and the hungry people.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy has not made any he's just talking about the inauguration and just babbling, and it's just
He says the auguration.
Oh yes, inauguration.
The augury. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it comes from the same root word as augury. So, like, bird divination, basically. But yeah, whatever. That's probably too deep of a cut linguistically. I don't think that he's intentionally doing that.
No.
But I mean, shit, he might. I don't know. He hasn't really gotten to a point yet, so.
Renee and me said he still has the tag on his hat because he thinks he's Minnie Pearl. Howdy!
I was asking what the hell is under the bill of his hat because he's got like the tag on the top, but is it the tag on the bottom as well? Or
yeah, it's underneath there.
yeah, because he has like one of those little gold, circle ones on the top as well.
Yeah, that's like it's just like a subculture fashion thing to leave some of the labels or the tags on your hat.
Well, when I grew up, you left it on there so you could take it back before benefit day, so you get some money. But different strokes. The worst part is you think I'm lying.
No, I don't. All right, Papa, get to a point, man.
This is a form of I wish I could think of the book. It's The Art of Sun Tzu. And The Art of Sun Tzu, if you read it, it shows you how to take a person's disadvantage and use it to your advantage. Let me give you a small example. If a person is bigger than you, they're slower than you. So if you're smaller than them, you're quicker than them, and you can use that as an advantage. But when your mind ain't trained for stuff like that, you ain't even thinking like that. This is why, and I know I'm getting a little off topic, but this is why when you train as far as the military and the Green Berets and all these different type of special forces, they teach you stuff like, and this is stuff that I did naturally. This is just how my mind worked. I was born like this, right? I can go in a building. Like I say, I come from the music background. I could go in, when I got shows, we go into the building. We know all the exits at. We never let the security take us where they want to take us. We show them where we want to go. These are just natural instincts. And when you are taught these things, you have an advantage over other people who ain't even thinking about this, who don't even know stuff exists, like a lot of you guys. Y'all got to understand where I'm coming from, because I'm trying to help us, not me. I want y'all to understand that all this stuff we're participating in and we act as though we don't see what's going on. I promise you, nothing's going to change. I promise you, your life ain't going to change. I promise you, your children's life aren't going to change. I promise you, your financial situation isn't going to change. I can promise you these things. And it's like, what's so crazy is we don't see the shenanigans.
Mr. Vice President! Mr. Vice President! Mr. Vice President! Hey, how you doing? Come on, come on! Come on! Whoa! They won't let you! Are you done? That's it! Yes!
Wow!
Yes!
Wow! Wow!
If you look at what I just showed you, this is the stuff we participate in. The people that you see are in position to do what they do, right?
He's got really well.
And all we doing is making it seem as though we can't see what's going on.
Impressed.
I don't really get deep into stuff like that. For what? Why would I get so deep into Miss Harris's background and the things she's done? Y'all know what she did. The things Biden did.
Because I live in California.
You know, the racist stuff that he did. Y'all know what he like. Y'all know what they like. Like my mama say, if you sit down and keep eating the poison, why complain? That's all we doing as Americans, not as blacks, but as Americans. And like I said, I'm gonna say it again. It's just that some white folks benefits a little more from some of these things on a small level when it comes to business, position, etc. But on the overall scale, we're all gonna be subject to our own demise in some type of way. Just by looking the other way, we're subject to our own demise. Just by participating and charading and, oh, it was a wonderful day, the inauguration. This stuff is not built for us poor people. And when I say poor, I don't necessarily mean poor financially. I mean poor as far as education. Because we don't know. We have a lot of ignorance when it comes to this whole charade. And I know a lot of y'all may feel as though, oh, you know, but if ain't nothing happened in over 400 years, if your life hasn't changed, I don't give a damn who was in the chair. Your life ain't changed. Stop playing. The only time your life changes is when you changed it. Stop playing with me, man. I ain't finna play with y'all because at the end of the day, we losing time.
Pause.
I don't have the time.
I actually, I get what he's trying to say. I can relate to this. He's feeling really cynical because the inauguration, basically, it's just pageantry. And his point is that unless people actually take an active, proactive role in changing society, it's just going to stay the same power structures as it's always been. And he makes a reference to like class differences and education differences, which are inextricably linked. And he's like, you know, things haven't changed in 400 years, meaning like power structure. And he does briefly mention like how white people benefit passively from a lot of these things. That's true. And I can relate to that feeling of cynicism, and you're just watching pageantry and you're going, okay, that's cute, but when is something going to change for the better? And I was talking to some of the ladies and to Cheese before the show started about how politicians will say and campaign on an issue, and then if they win, they immediately go, well, I didn't really say that, and if I said it, I didn't really mean it, and if I meant it, well, that's different. And that's where that disillusionment comes from. So like, I kind of get what he's saying. Like, he's probably going to go off on a crazy tangent, but I feel like what he's trying to say is not coming out quite the way that he might mean it to. But I absolutely feel the vibe that he's laying down. Like, it's hard to be in a situation where you're watching friends, family, neighbors, countrymen suffering or experiencing the after effects of oppression, and then people are getting all lit about Al Roker getting a high five from Biden at 2 inaugurations. So it just seems like petty by comparison.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. You know, I get that. I feel that. I'm not going to begrudge anybody who was happy that day. You know, it's okay to enjoy that moment. You know, we've been through a lot in the last few years. It's fine. You know, if people need to take that moment and just heave a sigh of relief, man, just live your best life. And as soon as you're done with that moment, get to work. You know, put pressure on the people that you've supported to do the things that they said they're going to do. You know, Don't get complacent. And I think that's kind of where he's going with that. I don't know if he's going to go off into a left field or anything, but so far I get where he's coming from. I don't know if he's going to, I'm starting to feel like he might be like, manifest your own destiny, or, you know, manifest your own good stuff in life. I don't know if that's where he's going, but I feel like his cynicism, honestly, it's kind of justified considering.
I don't disagree.
My own personal rage this week has been listening to the powers that be say for months before they got in office, we're going to give you a $2,000 check. They wrote it on their advertising. They put it on their billboards. They said it in interviews. And now they're like, well, no, that's just 14. You already got the 600. We're like, bitch, no, you said 2. 14 and 2. That is not the same.
No,
we did not ask for a math equation.
No.
No, and they're not going to give it to you either. Because they're not going to give it to you either because they've already got what they wanted from you, and that was to get into office. They don't give a shit.
Exactly. And yeah.
This is what dude's talking about when he's like, nothing's going to change.
Well, that's exactly it.
He fell for it again. You know?
Yep, he did. Because now they're going to negotiate it down because.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's.
I know this sounds like the most Karen-y thing to do ever, but I am on the cusp of writing a lot of very angrily and strongly worded letters to some certain politicians expressing exactly how I feel, not in any kind of like violent terms, just being like, excuse me, what? Because
I already started. I wrote a letter to the White House the other day.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been kind of trying to word it in my head before I get it out on paper, but literally that article in Newsweek that came out that was like, people are falsely claiming that Biden's... No, bitch, we have the receipts. He said too.
Yeah.
All of the ads said too. One of them printed a literal check that had $2,000 on it. Stop telling me what I meant. Like,
and
no.
The only asterisk I saw was next to the 2,000. You know, I didn't see any, terms and conditions apply.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I didn't see any footnotes on that.
Exactly.
Telling me that we're mistaken, please. This is the age of the internet. Screenshots live forever, y'all. Better or worse. Most often worse, but nah. No, I'm not even trying to play that. Anyway.
Let's see what he has to say.
Come
massage your brain and tell you what you want to hear. I'm not doing that.
Massage?
I'm telling y'all what's facts. For the last however long you've been living, no matter who's in the chair, your life hasn't changed. And the change that they claim and talk about, the next day they'll change the channel and you'll forget all about it. This is psychology. This is social engineering. I can't stop saying these words because this is exactly what it is. We have to wake up, people. We have to wake the hell up. And I'm for people coming together and we're putting our differences aside and we're putting race aside, but this is not what's going on. And I dare would not pretend, and I won't dare tell my kids false. I wouldn't dare tell my kids what. Like, I wouldn't lie to them as far as what's really going on. I'm gonna put it that way. When you see kids, no matter what color they are, they out playing. White kids, black kids, Mexican, Spanish. These kids don't give a damn what color they are. People are groomed, massaged, and taught these ideologies. This is why I tell y'all, who taught you to hate that person? Not like this, to like this. We all have been pulled by strings. And they're using psychology to do it.
He's preaching though.
We got to get it together, people. Because if we don't, we're going to keep living the same reality over and over until it gets to the point where AI has taken over fully and it's really over.
Okay, yeah,
we ain't got no say so now. So imagine then when they replace law enforcement with robots. Y'all see it on the TV. What you think they doing? Why you think they putting it on Hollywood? They grooming you. They are getting you ready.
Pause.
They are getting you ready.
Papa Duck. Papa. Dad. Let me tell you something. You weren't going to replace cops with robots when cops love beating people too much.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did it get quiet for a second? Yeah, cops love beating people too much to be replaced by robots. Let me say it again. After all that shit last summer, and cops are still copping.
Well, I can't disagree with you.
Like, you watched all that stuff on January 6th, right? They just stood there and didn't do shit.
No, they directed them.
Literally waved them on inside. Just come
and told
on,
me to go and did selfies and like the fuck.
Yeah, and then literally like less than a week later, we're just off beating people in the street again. So,
yeah,
my man. My man. We already have AI. We already have robots of death. They're called drones. So not much is different.
Exactly. They use drone warfare, like, take people
all
out
the time.
Exactly.
All the time. We've been bombing innocent people for decades, man. Like,
exactly.
Ugh. Oh, hey, Seek Truth, Speak Truth is in the chat. What's up? My boy in the side chat there.
Hello.
But yeah, it's like after all this, and then he was so close. He was so
Almost
close.
had it. He almost
had it. So close. Oh, buddy. How much is left of our good Father Duck?
Forever.
Oh, shit.
Forever.
I think it
Can't
might be
kill
just as little as a minute or so.
Oh, okay. I think we can let him finish off. But yeah, he had it, then he lost it.
Okay.
And what we gonna do? We're gonna fall right into it. Right into it. Just like we've been doing with everything else. Falling right into it. This is how a small group of people can control millions. Just divide and separate you. That's it. That's it. Just break y'all up. That's all they gotta do. You never see an elephant running in the wild by himself. They run in packs. We can learn a lot from animals. I tell y'all that all the time. We can learn a lot from animals. You never see one lion just running around by itself. One gazelle, one buffalo, one cow. But we all divided by color, race, finances, looks. We divided by genders. Just a slew of things that divide us. But we so-called religious people and we so-called this type of people. Like, come on, people, man. Let's be for real. We can't talk about it if we ain't gonna be about it. Just want to bring that to y'all attention. So y'all that's hooraying about the inauguration and you're happy and let's see. Let's same as I said before. Let's see how your life changed based off this clown act, this clown show. Let's just see how your life changed. Let's see if your light bill go down. Let's see if your finances go up.
That's right.
Let's see if anything in your life changed based off what these people are doing. I told you, they make you pay attention to what's going on over here so that you don't know what's going on over here. This is what magic is. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. This your boy Papa Duck. Y'all already know what it is, man. I love y'all. I just like to live, vibrate how I do what I love to do, and I ain't gonna sit here and play this game. Even a lot of white people know this is bull. Even if they benefit from it or not, they still understand that, hey, if we keep going forward, that's on us. So with that being said, I will get with y'all later. I got a call to catch, and I love y'all. Share the video, and to the next video, peace.
I feel like about 92% of what he's saying I'm down with.
Yeah.
It's just the AI stuff was a little out there, but
I know, right?
Yeah. And basically anybody basically closing off with that higher vibration stuff, that's very like new age woo. But hey man, I feel you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I was catching, like you said, 92% of what he said. You know, it's like, yep, I get it.
Yeah, I was like right there with him.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, and I've had a lot of those moments in the last few weeks. I'm just like, this clown show, like the photos that came out like a month or two ago of politicians from two different parties like high-fiving on the Senate floor, and you're like, they're friends. Why do y'all think that they're not friends?
Exactly.
Like, clown show. Honk honk.
Exactly. A lot of what they do is theater.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And yeah, it gets people to pay attention enough to vote. You know, it's just and get them riled up over whose side.
Mark Visor, different clown, same shoes.
Pretty much.
And we're not saying that there aren't legitimate causes to be fought for. Like, we're not saying that at all. We know that there are completely different, tactics and points of view that they're fighting for. on paper. But you have somebody who gets in office and then they're like, oh, well, I'm from the opposite party as the person in charge, but then they vote for all of that person's legislation. So just checking in there. Are you really from an opposition party, or are you just saying that shit?
Just saying it.
Yeah. So, anywho,
moving right
what is
along.
next on our buffet plate of dumb?
So we've got COVID-19 and the spider web of fear.
Spiderweb.
The biblical Earth revealed.
Oh boy!
Have you seen anything like this? That's a kind of cryptic one. And then 5G will be worse than combustion and CO2.
5G.
5G. I love it. Oh my god! If you guys don't watch Top Tens, you need to, because he did. Well, the guy that is from the Top Tens channel, Simon Whistler, he put out a video on his side channel, Business Blaze, about the top 5G conspiracies, and it is hysterically funny. There you go, Simon. I'm giving you a shout out. Pay me.
Buy my merch.
Buy my merch.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Oh, look at that.
Probably not. But go ahead anyway.
All right, my friends, this video, it doesn't get any more serious than this, and I need somebody to help, and I need somebody to share this and step up and get something said about this. Everybody's worried about the health effects of 5G. It's going to shake all your water molecules. Well, I was extremely concerned about the insect population. I still am. We've lost a ton of insects, and a lot of it is they don't have much of a barrier to these. This is microwave. This is what you put in your tea in your microwave oven in your kitchen, and it heats it up instantaneously because it shakes and.
Sorry, I've got to pause there. I know it's not really the done thing, but he's talking about making a cup of tea in a microwave, and that makes him a savage.
Heathen.
Yes.
It's even worse than putting the milk in after the tea.
Oh, good grief. Let's just gong it now.
Gong now.
That's it. Cancelled.
Canceled.
I cannot. I'm screaming at my kettle right now, like, no! It's tea in the microwave, you heathen!
You can see, like, a whole bunch of kettles just crying tears that they're no longer being used. Looking at the teacup going in the microwave, like, you're taking my jobs.
Yeah, Colorado bike prepper. My brain is starting to hurt. Tea in a microwave? Just
I love Gary O.W. He's like, this guy runs Linux, which he's assuming a tech nerd, but he films his screen. The mind boggles.
I know, right?
It's like, Colorado biker.
A white
Colorado biker prepper in the side chat said this fucktard probably drinks Lipton yellow tea, aka lawn clippings.
He probably does. That's what I'm thinking.
Is that a quill? Does he have a quill and
It's
ink?
a feather. It's not even a quill. It's just a feather. He probably found it on the ground.
Oh, okay.
It looks that way because it's all matted and blah, blah, blah.
I honestly, I'm with Gary on this one. I'm astounded that he can use Linux and not know how to use PowerPoint.
Yep.
The Colorado bike prepper said he pulled the feather out of his ass. Oh, pardon me.
Much like the theory. Much like the theory he pulled out of his hat.
Oh,
It's
God.
like 5G. Oh, look, there's a feather.
And called it macaroni.
I'll just get up there. Oh, my God. Okay. Tea in the microwave. I can't.
No, that's just
Can't
disgusting. That just does not happen.
Please continue.
Breaks the water molecules. And I know this extremely well because I did a lot of tests 50 years ago. This is about how different chemical solutions in the water extract or use the heat and how it bleeds off and how long it takes to bleed off and the different temperatures and the different mixtures. And it ends up always being electricity. This is a heated solution and heated reaction and all the how all the different what was gained and what was lost, and it always comes down to voltage and power, and the end bottom line is it always ends up in being electrical energy. Right? These are power dissipation of all of that stuff. Heat is nothing more than electrons forced into something. Cold is nothing more than electrons just leaving. That's all it is. And the reason that they force in is they're pushing to shove, and they create a glow. A glow is heat. A glow is energy. A glow is light. When they leave, it gets dark. It's very simple when you really understand it. But it's electron flood theory. And this is what you have to understand, is there is nothing more than electrons, and they are all dipoles, and 1,837 of them make up a proton. I'll get into that later. Well, I've gotten into it about a million times already. But this is going to be a disaster for our Earth. Let me just finish up and see what you think. Okay, my friends, I was going to do a big, long video about electron flood theory and the galaxy and all the particles that are out here, but instead I decided I would just tell you what's happened to our Earth right now. We are exactly like this. We are spinning in space, and all of the particles that are way out in space are crushing us. And as we spin, all of our atmosphere is getting crushed back exactly like the galaxies are as well. And eventually, as the more we force this stuff out, the harder this will crush in. And guess what's happening? Every time we burn something, we force more out here. And guess what? When we start using this 5G, inside our atmosphere, we will be just spewing out electrons, because that's all 5G does. It's a microwave. Microwaves are designed to break water. They're not allowed on the surface of our Earth. They should never be doing this. It's going to be an absolute disaster. And we, instead of glowing like this, we will be on fire. All right, I'm not going to go crazy with this. No, 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 no. Penetrates Earth's atmosphere. No, this is the microwaves. This is what they're going to flood down here at the surface. It's not supposed to come down here. Just like ultraviolet X-rays and gamma rays. Visible, yes. Radio, yes. Microwave, no. Instead, they're coming down and forcing it on the Earth into the water molecules.
Oh my God.
This guy has the worst case of lazy bastard syndrome I've ever seen in my life. He microwaves tea. He can't even set up a PowerPoint. Hell, I'd take a whiteboard over him poking the fucking screen.
Yes.
He literally is comparing microwave radiation to the microwave that's sitting in your kitchen.
I can't even.
They're the exact same in his mind. Just completely the same. No differences whatsoever.
Exactly. We have a super chat, please.
A new guy this time. Seek truth, speak truth for 5 pounds. Said I have a 15,000 special on EIE on the 6th of February. Make sure you are there, and also make sure you have a good day wherever you are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Hey,
You
thank you.
best. You best. God, I can't.
I know.
Guys,
I know.
don't. a lot of what he's saying, it's not affecting me because it's just dumb, but stop poking your freaking monitor.
There isn't enough alcohol in the world for this guy.
You haven't even seen his mud fossil videos.
No. What?
No, yeah.
Oh, honey, let me tell you. This guy, we already knew who this guy was because he has made a name for himself, claiming that random rock formations and sometimes human-built structures like walls are actually the fossilized skeletal remains of dragons and giant humans.
What in the actual fuck? No. No way.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he's found fossilized giants' hearts with, the blood vessels and things still happening, apparently.
Didn't you find, like, genitalia or a butt one time?
I think he might have.
What? Look, I'm all for, reproductive rights, but can we, like, start a petition for some forced sterilization?
Like, yeah, he literally has videos where he thinks that random patterns in the dirt and rocks in the desert are dragon fossils.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pareidolia in the extreme. It's
I know all about dragons. I can tell you that for free. And he has no idea. He's got no idea.
And all of his videos have him using a freaking feather. And he's just like all over tap, tap, tap on his screen. It's just like stop.
Like why the feather? I'd be like, why? Was he like, I want to seem cool? Look, there's a feather. That'll make me cool, right?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like who just opens a drawer like, oh, there's a feather. Maybe I should use that in a 2-bit YouTube video.
I mean, it's not like laser pointers exist or actual pointers
or using my finger.
Just learning 2 minutes of PowerPoint.
I can learn PowerPoint.
I'm so glad. I just remembered that I have a massive bottle of gin that was given to me for my birthday. I'm this close.
Uh-oh.
This close.
Suddenly we hear the crack.
Seek Truth in the chat says, I saw a dragon the other day in the clouds. Then I realized it was a cloud. Oh, God.
Should we continue this?
Oh, God.
There's only one way through it, ladies.
I mean, there is a gong, and he does deserve to be gonged just for the microwave tea.
Someone gong.
Yes, please.
Have we got a vote happening? Is there a vote happening?
Shut up, Meg.
Yeah, I just counted 200 gong votes. This is science.
Shut up, Meg.
It's gone.
All right.
Have we really only done 2 videos?
Yep, we really. No, we done 3.
No, that was the third one.
3? Okay. Okay. That's right. It was 3. Okay. We could do one more, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you
Shall
think?
Yeah.
Have we got any shortish ones, Cheese?
Like 5-minute region.
I've got a 7-minute. I've got a 7-minute one.
That would be funny if it was sped up if we need it to be. So
Yes.
I think you might lose patience with it.
Oh, Lordy.
This lady's a member of the Dick Dawson fan club. Amy's seen this lady live.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Go on. Go on.
Go.
Hit us with it.
Come on.
Oh, it's 4:10 p.m. North Metro Atlanta, Georgia, where they've been spraying us like cockroaches all day long. You know it. So I can't go outside today and enjoy this very
you're
nice weather.
outside.
Beautiful day here on planet Earth because we have the overlords spraying us like we're fucking cockroaches. Excuse my language, but not really. Oh, God, if you only knew. Hey, if I'm locked in a cage like this and I don't fight, you know, for humanity,
Where's the cage bars?
then what is your life? You just get, you just get ruled by friggin' evil? No, hell no, not me. Hell no. Look at this. Wow.
It's trees and clouds. Shocking.
Look at this, guys.
Wait,
Never expect that outside.
Poor
would
kitty
you?
cats. No. Sorry, guys. Yep, we're all in this together, folks. These criminals, they're spraying the protesters. They're spraying them in Washington, D.C. right now. They've been spraying in Dallas, Texas. They're spraying here in Atlanta. Look at that. Look at that. And this is criminal activity. Yeah, it's genocide.
Okay.
Chemical and bio. Laid on humanity.
Honey, you live near the biggest and
Wow,
most busy
man.
airport in the world.
Laying down the payloads, aren't they? I just have to report for
So,
humanity.
not too shocking
You've got to know
is
what's
what you're
going on,
saying.
guys.
I
Virus
mean,
is in the sky.
I'm just saying Hartsfield
They're gonna
Jackson's
tell
the
us to
busiest
go.
airport in the world.
6 of us outside. You 4 to 6 of you go have your Thanksgiving dinner outside in this. Really? So you can be hacking and coughing and whatever else.
You know, from northeast to
Radioactive.
southwest, because we're part of the flight
Radioactive.
path.
Radioactive.
Boston and New York
Oh,
and
this at
beyond,
least.
and from
It ain't
Europe
even
and
funny,
it's-
man.
You don't think it's good.
But I definitely am very well aware of their criminality. And the criminals keep getting away with it. And you know what? Nobody really cares. Obviously. People don't give a shit
Because they're
about their own damn
contrails,
lives.
dummy.
Oh, well, I do. I do. I definitely do. I care about every living life. I mean, I've got little kitty cats right here. They're just so cute. They're all strays, too.
Oh my god.
You know,
Someone saved the kitty cats from her.
you know, they gotta live in a
Yeah,
kid where all the babies being born.
She sounds
all
like
the
a
children.
stray,
You
doesn't
know, I
she?
got a bunch of death towers around me. There's one right over there. There's one over here. There's one there. They're all around, guys. Oh, wow,
Trees,
look at
trees
that.
everywhere.
That's pretty cool.
Oh my
It's a
god,
conspiracy, I tell you.
Yep.
it is.
They're all leaning in towards each other. Can you tell they're whispering?
Just want to get a good look at this view. I'm gonna look at that way over there. Still got a line over there.
And these power lines
How
don't even get me
dare they?
started.
Are they parallel though? Are they parallel? Can't see the curve. I can't see them curve.
There's nothing like voting for criminals. They keep doing criminal activity, huh? All of them. Unless this is going to stop anytime soon, but I don't think so.
Well,
I just got an
that's not
email.
a correct
That said,
statement,
oh
is it?
yeah, really? We're going
All
to go.
politicians are
You guys
criminals.
we got something for you. Did you guys say you needed something for some virus? The virus is right here. The virus is right here. Have you noticed? Anyone? Have you noticed? Check out all my videos for the last 2 years. Ask me where I was sick. Direct targeting right here. Oh, I'm gonna work my magic on them. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, honey,
I'm gonna
I
boost
think it
morality.
comes from something
Yeah, I'm gonna
else.
work my
Is
magic.
she gonna spray vinegar
Love
in
and
the air?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the vinaigrette.
Now, if only if I had a good view of
Vinegar.
that thing over there, you'd be surprised what they would be showing us right now because they're covering it.
Contrails,
They like to
apparently.
cover up that sun. All right, guys, I've had enough. I've had enough of this crap today. All right, as you can tell, this is me reporting my skies here in North Metro
Oh
Atlanta,
my
Georgia,
fuck.
on the 14th
Oh
of
my
November,
God,
2020,
check it out.
where this continues. And I guess what? Last
Oh,
year,
look
the
at the
same
shit
date,
lots and
we
all.
did the same damn thing. You can look at my videos because I've showed you guys lately. There we go. Thank you. The
wash
fucking
your damn
overlords for
hair.
fucking poisoning
I
us one more day. You
All I got out of
creatures.
that whole thing was
Sick demonic creatures.
I don't
man.
have a shower.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Help spread this out. Spread the word of our reality. All right. I can't do anything else for you guys than what I already do. Except push my magic through to the light forced to hit the overlords. That's for sure. Look at this.
Oh my
This thing is really trippy. Do you see the face on that? Wow.
Your light's gonna hit the
Yeah.
overlord.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
The overlords are getting angry.
Face in there. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, boy. We got a plane way up there. He ain't spraying shit. Do you see that? It's these fucking criminals who do it.
I mean, she doesn't walk because she's afraid there's something in the
Along
water.
with multi-airlines that are in it. Qatar, Air France, and well, Amazon Prime. Delivering more than packages. These people are so evil. Look at that face up there. Oh boy.
She said it's like a fucking porno
That
ad.
is really wild. Huh. You don't think that's wild too? I do. I think it's really wild. Man, oh man. Alright guys, it's for you Skywatchers that actually look at this. This is for you. What does that look like to you?
Clouds.
Clouds.
Something's being hit in there. Yeah boy, some big objects there. Folks.
Treetops.
Yeah,
You be the one to decide. You be the one to decide.
Decide what?
I'm just showing and reporting, and you're seeing.
What is she showing and reporting though?
Look at that.
Clouds.
There's clouds. Exactly.
Alright guys, I've had enough. If I stay out here too long. Yuck. Yuck.
Oh, I might
All
come
right,
and get you.
love you guys. Take care.
Get you.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't
The way
want.
that she said Amazon delivering more than packages, it sounded like a fucking dirty porno. Like delivering more than packages. You know, she's got something for the Amazon lady when she swings by with her packages. You know?
You're delivering more than Amazon packages.
No, lady.
So that's instead of the milkman, I've got you. Okay. The Amazon Prime person's coming.
Yeah. Well, I always make a joke about that book, 50 Shades of Grey. I say it sets unrealistic expectations for how quickly a repairman will come to your home.
Yeah.
I'm here to fix your boiler. Thanks. We fixed it 2 weeks ago, Slam.
Oh my
What
God.
else?
You really want more?
I mean, we had a few minutes. Come on. We're having some fun.
Okay, we've got two left. I don't know how long the first one is. The first one is COVID-19 and the spiderweb of fear.
Ooh.
Or you can have biblical Earth revealed.
I mean, it just depends on whether or not you want to hear me just completely and utterly annihilate somebody, or if we just want to laugh at stupid co-idiot stuff.
Laugh at stupid people.
Yeah, laugh at stupid people.
Yeah.
Because
Really
anybody that tries to bring up, like, oh, biblical cosmos, I will destroy you.
Yeah.
You
All
will
you
with
gotta do is
facts.
ask, why does God have legs? Why does your God have legs?
I'm fairly sure you're going to feel the same about the spiderweb of fear one as well.
I will eviscerate you.
I mean, what is he going to do? Like, overlords? Overlords does whatever the
Whatever
overlord does. If you a virus, it's real bad, but they're lizard people, that's bad too. Watch out! Here come the overlord.
That's like the intro to Illuminati TV.
Nice. I expect royalties.
Subscribe to Illuminati TV. Don't delay. Call today.
You can catch me every week on NASA Bunker 33. Thanks.
Don't delay. Subscribe today.
That's right. We're only the
Please,
finest.
geez, just press play. Just
We're
press
the
play.
finest in improvised.
For the love
BS.
of God, press play.
Okay, let's go for. You didn't decide. I will say COVID-19, and if it's crap, gong it.
Okay.
Hey everybody. Still super hot in my car. Super not gonna hear my windows down a little bit. me. I'll try to close them. Oh my gosh, it's so hot.
How do you try
I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the latest news as far as the COVID-19 debacle. So I think it was on the 28th. Sorry, I had to wear a mask all day. On the 28th, there was a group of doctors that stood on the Capitol steps of Washington and explained to the world that we have been driven and controlled by fear, that COVID-19 patients did not need to die, that there is what they're calling a cure, but at least a treatment that was working for many, many, many patients for some of these doctors. And that treatment, at least for one doctor, who's an African-American woman, she is actually from Africa. Her name is Stella, I think it's Stella, Dr. Stella Emanuel, and she works in Texas now. And she has treated, I think it was over 350 patients that had COVID. And instead of panicking and placing them on ventilators immediately, they actually treated them with the hydroxychloroquine and zinc, large doses of zinc, and Zithromax, I think they said, or Zithromycin, or something like that, which is odd, which is an antibiotic, I believe. And, sorry, the sun. And they had amazing results. Nobody died. Everyone healed and recovered. She even had patients that were as old as, I think, 92. She said 87-year-olds, people that had diabetes, people that had heart disease, people that were struggled with obesity, all those sorts of things. So they had comorbidities, but still were able to be treated this way and survive. And so I kind of wanted to comment on this because if anybody knows me personally, I am terrified and abhor going to the doctor. I will wait till I'm on my deathbed before I go to see a doctor, go to get any kind of treatment, and I treat myself at home. I'm a huge fan of natural remedies.
Of course you are. I hope that her statement does not end up becoming true.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. The fact that she's like, I'll wait till I'm on my deathbed. I really, really hope that she doesn't end up proving that.
Yeah.
I know, because a lot of these people do. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just put zinc in your body and kill a bunch of viruses.
No, bleach does that for you. Guys, I've just had a call. I've got to go and pick up some grandchildren from school.
Thanks for hanging out.
So yeah, I've had a great time. Thanks for letting me in. And I will be back and I'll chat with you a lot later on. It'll be really cool.
Bye,
and it's been such a great day with the Lone Wanderer. Loving your stuff. It's all right, guys. Have a good afternoon, evening, day, whatever, and I will talk to you then.
Bye,
See you, Mipet. Goodbye.
See ya.
This woman's dumb, and she's saying dumb things.
No, we need to stop insulting the dumb.
She's sitting here like, oh, I'm afraid to go to the doctor. I'm terrified. But then she was all up on these other doctors' cases for saying we're living in fear. Bet you live in fear of going to the doctor. What the hell?
What's the difference? You know?
One less idiot in the world.
Jeez. Yeah. Like, oh no, I can't believe actual medical professionals are using actual medically tested treatments. They must all be wrong, because I saw on Facebook where this one person.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I saw on Facebook. Stop you right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I mean, if she doesn't want the vaccine, there's plenty of other people that need it.
Yep.
I would not be upset.
Exactly. Exactly.
Especially like where I live, Los Angeles and soon probably Orange County, they're like the hot spot of the virus right now. And our dipshit governors lifting all the restrictions and a bunch of freaking morons shut down like a vaccination center yesterday. And I'm...
Yeah, I know. And it's people like her that scare the shit out of me because I'm an asthmatic. So, I've been advised that it's probably not a good idea to have it. You could do it if you want to, but it might make me sicker. So I've been hiding in the house. I wear a mask. I'm only out for like 20 minutes. I'm that crazy woman running through the grocery store, to get in and out and away from everyone who's not wearing a mask. So, yeah, people like her scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Stop living in fear.
Well, then you stop being a fucktard and I'll stop living in fear.
Right.
Well, that's it right there. They're the ones who are causing all the issues. And it's not us who are scared of everything in sight. They are. And then, they're just like anti-vaxxers, Colorado. You're right.
Yeah.
Look, I have not got a single solitary issue with pro-choice, but what I do have an issue with is misinformation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what they're spreading.
Yeah. Like, I'm okay if you want to choose to have a vaccine, but don't be anti-vax. That's a whole other, there's a whole other ball game. And like I say, that people who can't, well, not that you can't have a vaccine, but you're advised not to because of certain issues. Like I had a flu shot, not last winter, not this winter, but the winter gone, and I got bronchitis so bad I couldn't even get out of bed. Yeah, so.
Right.
Yeah, and like there's people who have legitimate immunocompromised health issues.
Yeah.
But we know that when all of us healthy ass people get vaccinated, it protects the ones that have immunocompromised systems.
Exactly.
And that's what herd immunity is. It's not injecting everyone with a deadly virus until all of the people who don't die are left. That's not what herd immunity is, you dipshits.
No.
It's called herd immunity, not herd infection.
Yeah. This bitch, I can't even.
Death cult. I'm going to inject myself with bleach and zinc because I'm afraid to go to an actual doctor.
Go ahead.
I
honey.
am very smart.
Go right ahead. Like, I'm half past give a shit with people like her,
Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this story, but an older couple came into my office to drop off their papers, and I'm like a good 15 to 20 feet from the door. I've got tables blocking the entrance so you can't take more than one step inside. And they were talking to a coworker of mine, and she happened to bring up the vaccine, and they go, "Oh yeah, well, we're not going to get it." And I just looked up like, "Who?" And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah, we're not, me and my husband aren't getting it." And he goes, "Yeah, someone died from it." I just, what? And I've never turned my eyes into laser beams before that day. But my eyes turned into laser beams, and I stared at them with all of the loathing and hate that I could muster in my body. And I just went, that is so irresponsible.
Yeah.
And they were like, my coworker's like, "Well, it's good to see you gotta go." And I was just so mad. So fucking mad. Like, what Facebook group did you read that on? Well, somebody died from it. Okay, prove it.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like, you guys are probably 70. You're one of the most at-risk groups, and you're like, nah.
Well, I know some 70 and 80-year-olds that are saying they don't want to take it because they'll just give it to someone else because they're doing the whole, how much longer do I have to live anyway, spiel. I'll give it to someone else, And I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that. When I'm old, I'll be like, no, I want a bitch. I'm first in line.
If they're in that much of a hurry to die, just go jump off a cliff. Do it like they used to do in the fucking old times. I've seen Midsummer. I know how this works.
Yeah. But I do understand their reasoning, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know how many people die from being in a car? So, like, I'm never going to drive.
Yep.
Well, one time a plane crashed, so I'm never going to fly.
I know, right? Is someone going to gong this woman, or are we going to keep going?
I think we should gong it.
Shut up, Meg.
She's just spreading the worst kind of lies.
All right, and what is our last video?
I think we should hold it because, well, I don't know. I've got 3 tabs open already in prep for this, but
okay,
I can always bookmark those and come back to them.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
If you've got 3 tabs open, I think you need to save it.
Oh, it's so funny that this kind of came up. I got one of the 40 volumes of the Jerusalem Talmud and just reading for just fun information, not really trying to get anything out of it other than reading what some people's opinions are. And I'm just highlighting and making notes and just being like, haha. And then I flip the page and there's an entire discourse on whether the earth is flat and what happens to the sun at night. I was like, highlight
the whole thing,
highlight all of this, because I was like, oh my god, this is going to come in such handy when all of these idiotic flirts are like, the Bibles and the ancient cosmon people in the old time. You're gonna see me slam a 400-page book on the table and just go BAM and flip it open and go, actually.
I love it.
Yep. I love it too.
So yeah, prepare to tremble before my Ravenclaw might. Caw, caw.
Look forward to it. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yes, I can't wait.
Man, the worst side effect I think I've ever experienced from a vaccine or a shot since the side chat's talking about it is I got attacked last week by a cat and he bit into my foot, and those little fuckers have needle teeth. So I obviously started taking antibiotics, and then I went and got a tetanus booster because it's been about 10 years, so I was due. Yeah. That's the most sore that my arm has ever been. Mm-hmm. That shit hurts. Yeah. Tetanus shots suck. Okay, I'm sure not as much as tetanus, but the most that's ever happened to me is a sore arm, some bruising, and then one time I got a steroid shot, I think, for something, and I got a little dizzy, and that's it. So, oh no. Yeah. Oh no, scary.
Yeah, that's about all I've had too for any injections I've ever had. It was maybe dizzy just because I made the mistake of looking down at the needle. Sometimes I'll do that, and that was what
I stood up too fast, and I think my blood pressure freaked out, and I was like, ooh, and they were like, oh, lay down.
Well, you know how they were talking about everyone having a piece of paper or a COVID vaccine passport or something like that showing that you've had it. I technically have that for all my childhood shots, because when I got the measles, mumps, rubella shot, it scarred me so bad I still have the scar. Where they put in that huge big needle with the 3 or 4 needles hanging out of it. It's like kadoosh.
Yes.
And then while you're screaming, they throw the polio drink down you.
Yep. Yeah.
But then I thought to myself, those would be easy to counterfeit. You could just go to someone and they'd be like, yeah, here you go. I
mean, people counterfeit regular passports and regular IDs, so why wouldn't they do that? I'm not saying people should do that, by the way.
No.
I will say that Colorado in the chat, he's making me laugh really hard. He's talking about there's roving bands of vaccinators with tranquilizer guns. It's the only way to go. That's target practice for herd immunity.
No, I love that one.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, get all these like people who play paintball for fun and just turn them loose with like the trank guns and a vaccine shot. Oh man. So, yeah,
that would be funny.
I also say that some of you guys would really dig Colorado's channel. I did sneakily check that channel in a break, and the very first video I saw was a Jewish chicken soup recipe, and I'm like, wow, good shit.
There you
right
go.
there, baby.
There you go.
That stuff is medicine for your body and your soul. I'm telling you, it's science.
I do too, Colorado. He says he wants to see an anti-vaxxer walking around with 20 plus darts in their ass.
Oh my god, we need to play that clip from Ace Ventura where he's like 3 darts is too much.
And he's screaming at both. Yeah.
Oh god,
Oh my
please.
God.
We need to do that for the vaccine and the tranquilizers. Just do that clip from Ace Ventura too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Someone note that down.
I want a shot for me and Matthew. We want a shot. Let me get that tranquilizer dart. Let me try.
Let's see. I've got the clip. Do you think we'll get dinged for it?
Probably.
Yeah, but he's so funny though. I just love how he screams at those darts. I love
Chicago.
like yes.
Oh my god, it's just such a good clip.
It's in the
such a
bone.
good It's in the bone.
Just give me 2 secs just to grab this.
Oh my god. Hey,
wow.
what does a Quetzalcoatl mean? It means white devil. Okay. Lay off that. Don't call me that.
And then they do up his hair all funky. It's oh my god.
Bumblebee tuna. Yes,
Yeah.
he's gonna play the clip. Do it. So good. Jim Carrey at his prime, you guys.
Yeah.
Was his prime. I love those.
And I knew Arden was gonna say, "Hey, it's Dutch subtitles." So,
Oh, YouTube caught us for that.
did they?
Yeah.
Fuck. YouTube, stop being dumb.
Yeah, stop being a jerk.
Other channels get to have it up, and they get 47,000 views.
Exactly.
Another channel's had it up for 11 years, and he's got 272,000 views.
I know.
But no, we can't have it.
But no, we can't use it to explain how dumb COVIDiots are.
I know.
But yeah, that's how we should absolutely implement the tranquilizers for the vaccine, Colorado. I expect you to come up with a logistics plan for that within the next 14 days.
Thank you for that.
Mhm.
And we expect it on our desk by midnight.
Oh,
I like it.
so good.
I'm going to get my own dart gun and I'm going to go running around chasing after actors and
Yes.
shoot them in the butt.
Yes. I think I lost them.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I really want to go rewatch that movie now.
I know.
Guano bowls. Collect the whole set. Oh, Colorado says challenge accepted. I'll be working on a fully automatic trank gun and lots of ammo. Excellent.
Awesome. Can't wait. Drive-by vaccinations.
Oh man. Can every time that we shoot someone with a trank gun, can we go Chicago?
Yes.
I guess we better wrap up because this is just too.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got people scratching to get back into the office so he'd be on his computer. He's like, "Are you done yet?" I'm like, "In a minute."
I know, yeah. I gotta get the kid up early in the morning. We got school again.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm homeschooling, but they're having meetings with him too, and they decided that
Oh
they were
yeah.
going to keep the same hours. Guess to keep it in his schedule, but I was like, no. Yeah, not interested in that time. Thanks.
Alrighty.
Yes, well, I hope you had a great time with us today. We had so much fun with you, Wanderer. That was so much fun.
Oh, thanks. I was like worried if I'm gonna,
No, you did awesome. Yeah, we definitely want you to come back and do this again because this was just so much fun. We had a good time. So.
Yeah, well, I'd be happy to come back.
Awesome.
Yes, please do come back.
Yep.
Yes.
We can set something up. Someone DM me.
Yes, definitely do. Yeah, because we had so much fun. This was great. We had some funny videos too. Oh my god.
Yeah. It was great. I enjoyed it.
Good.
Sorry for all the stupid.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Then we'll be all excited in 2 weeks. We'll have our dart guns. We can go chasing people and vaccinating them for.
Yes.
Colorado says, how about aerosolizing the vaccine and pumping it into the ventilation system at the anti-vax convention?
Oh, no, that's wrong.
Guys, this is what you put in the chemtrails. Duh. You aerosolize it and put it in the chemtrail tanks. God, this is so easy.
Yeah, I know. And just give it to everybody. Yeah. So that they can just crop dust us with this.
All right. Well, good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Good night, folks.
Good night.